Our property show signature bus tour remains one of the most thrilling events on our calendar. I started the bus tour concept way back to give home seekers and potential investors a platform to assess different opportunities in the market, get advice on how to maneuver financial hurdles, and unravel legal jargon before finally buying a home or making real estate investments.
The team of lawyers are to ensure that you get a good title.
Today, journey with us on a fact-finding tour on hotspots visited during our just concluded property show signature bus tour. More on the lineup, ideas on how to turn your bedroom to a comfortable space. An inspiring home ownership story on buying land, building a home, and a newfound love of interior design.
I remember I had a plumber who came and did the work, and we had to redo it because he did a bad job.
As we move on, get all your questions answered on our social media handles. In a moment, we'll start the journey, but first, watch this.
We are here to offer you financial advice regarding acquisition of property.
Welcome, and let's get started. There is something for everyone. We've seen so many blue-chip companies setting offices along Yaki Way, increasing population in the neighborhood, which has turned out to be a blessing to developers as well as homeowners.
Located approximately 3 kilometers off the Nairobi CBD, Yaki Way has evolved in the recent years, becoming a preferred work and living space in Nairobi, a hub for business, perfect for homes with great accessible entertainment spots. Yaki Way is home to several embassies. They include the Embassy of Sweden to Kenya and the Australian High Commission. There are hotels along Yaki Way that include the Kempinski Hotel, Sankara, Dusit Riverside, and Karibu Inn. Shopping malls include the Sarit Center, Westgate Mall, the Mall Westlands, and ABC Place. Hospitals include Aga Khan, MP Shah Hospitals, and Shiroma Lane Medical Center. Schools include Westlands Primary, Consolata School, Hospital Hill Primary, Aga Khan Academy, Kianda School, and the Nairobi School, among others.
We start off with Granville Luxury Apartments.
Granville Luxury Apartments is a project that has been done by Key Signature. In total, we have 18 units. It's 10 3-bedroom and 8 2-bedroom. For the 3-bedroom, they are all sold out, including the show house that we are in. So what we have remaining is a 2-bedroom for phase 1, which actually we are just about to move the things to the show house. We still got 6 units for the 2-bedroom remaining. The project we did start on 1st of October, that's 2016, and it was complete by December, last December, that's 2017. So it took us like a near 2 months to complete the project. Just to touch on the amenities that we do have a borehole that has been sunk, purposely serving this project only. For the security, we do have electric fence that's on the perimeter wall. We do have CCTV surveillance, and we do have a security control room at the rooftop. We do also have intercom, so that at least anybody who gets in from the gate, one is the security guard is able to confirm from the particular units, just to enhance on the security. There's a lower parking, which will take you through. The upper parking, where you have come in through. And at the rooftop, we do have a flat roof. Starting January, that's in 4 months' time, we are breaking ground for phase 2. If you can see on the brochures, there are only 14 units. That's 3 bedrooms and a servant quarter. Phase 2 will be much bigger than phase 1. In terms of square meter, it's 146 square meter. All the bedrooms are en suite. The servant quarter is also en suite, and it also has a separate entrance from the door of to the main house. We expect that project should be done by December next year.
Next, Yaki Ridge Gardens.
This is a sample house of the 3 bedrooms, and it is an open plan kitchen, and every apartment will come as it is, apart from the furnitures, because our kitchens will be fitted with a cooker, an oven, and a hood, and also the working places. In this project, we have 264 houses. It's quite a big project, and we expect to complete the project by mid next year, that is June, July. We'll be having a borehole here, so there will be no water problem, although in this area we don't have a problem with water. We have a borehole, we have a lift. For those who will be living up there, we have a backup generator. We'll be having a manned gate. We'll be having a kids play area and a gym for those who want to flex their muscles.
Yaki Ridge Gardens offers 2 and 3 bedroom luxurious apartments, accentuated with tasteful finishes and modern features, perfect for the urban lifestyle. The 2-bedroom apartments have a plinth area of 1,400 square feet, whereas the 3-bedroom apartments have a plinth area of 1,550 square feet. This development is located along the fast-growing Yaki Way, 8 kilometers from the Nairobi CBD. Accommodation features include spacious lounge fitted with large windows which not only allow in plenty of natural light but also makes the room appear bigger. The dining area shares a space with the living room and flawlessly leads to the spacious open-plan kitchen, which is fitted with upper and lower cabinets, spacious enough for storage purposes. The master bedrooms are en suite with beautiful bathroom features, large wardrobes and windows that allow in natural light and fresh air. The other bedrooms are also fitted with large wardrobes and windows.
What are some of the take-home experiences from the bus tour?
The tour has been good, it has been great because you get to meet the developers, you get to see new architectural designs, and well, you get to interact with other people. I chose Yaki Way since it's serene, also a secure area, as well as it's near the CBD. The type of property I'm interested in is 3 bedroom at a cost of like 6 million. Yeah, I will love to go another bus tour because I've enjoyed this one.
The tour is informative. Actually, being the first time, I would even like to go to more properties, because through it I've got to learn about more properties that have been developed that I didn't know about, and actually most of the times maybe use that route but you don't know they existed. But through the tour you're able to have a close view and access to the properties.
Our next stop takes us to Naivasha Road, an interesting neighborhood in close proximity of all major amenities. Next, 4 Points Apartments.
4 Points Apartments is a contemporary urban residential development with high-quality finishes and designs. This residential development consists of 70 units of 2 bedrooms and 3-bedroom apartments. Accommodation features include spacious lounge. The dining area creates a space where you and your family can bond over meals. Modern open-plan kitchen accompanied with well-fitted cabinets, both on the top and lower part of the kitchen. The lower cabinets are well accentuated with granite tops. A laundry area is adjoined to the kitchen. A DSQ, master ensuite bedroom well fitted with spacious wardrobe sufficient for storage. Balcony area where one can have beautiful views around them.
Did you know the #1 dream killer of getting onto the property ladder is lack of information on financial matters? Let's get insights on this topic.
The point at which a homeowner should engage the financial institution is right from the beginning, at the point of identifying a property, because one of the key things is there are places where maybe a financier will not be able to finance, and there are also other factors that may determine whether a property will be financed or not. As you've seen recently, there are areas which have been demolished due to factors that are considered by government to be breaching the laws. So it's important for a client to engage the financier right from the onset. What a financier looks at when they're looking at the potential of financing an individual is #1, the ability to pay the facility, #2, the financial conduct of the client, and #3, the kind of security being offered. Should a homeowner agree with the terms before committing to a financier? Yes, they should. Reason being, it's important to understand the terms and conditions, because remember, a mortgage is a long-term commitment. It is something you're not going to take for 2 years or 6 months. It's something that probably takes 10 years to 20 years. So it is very important for a potential client to be able to identify and understand what are the terms that I'm getting myself into, and am I comfortable with these terms, and will I be able to sustain these terms all the way to the end. Some of the things that a homeowner should know before they approach a financier is #1, what is the capacity of the financier? Because sometimes there are finance companies that are not able to sustain their books. #2, they also want to be with a financier who is credible and who has integrity, because again, as you heard some of the clients saying, there are financiers who will not be able to tell you all the associated costs, only for the clients to be shocked later on when they take the facility. So those are some of the things that a potential client should be able to look at. I would be able to advise on the associated costs that come with a mortgage. The reason I say associated is because we don't like, when you say hidden, it sounds like some covert dealing that we are doing. But yes, the associated cost, first of all, banks charge a facility fee. That is a processing fee. The second thing is valuation. We'll need to value the property. The third thing is legal fees, because lawyers have to be involved in the conveyancing. The other thing is the insurance. Every property that is taken up has to be insured. That is the life of the customer and the property being taken up. So those are the costs that a client has to look at, and those are the costs that we are able to reveal to the client before they take up the facility. So the recap, or the process of acquiring a mortgage, first of all, the client will walk into the bank, or rather we will be able to contact the potential client. We'll understand what the client is looking for. After we've done that, we are able to now analyze their financials to be able to establish how much the client can qualify for. If the client is able to qualify for whatever it is they are asking for, the next thing is to make an application, which is then approved. After approval, we'll now do valuation of the property. After valuation, we move to the legal stage. That is where we do the transfers and the creation of the charge. After that has been done, then we do the final step, which is the disbursement of funds. Then the loan is, from there the client can start servicing the facility.
It's a fact. Understand the fine print before signing for a mortgage. The bus tour opens our eyes to look at the real estate market differently. From visiting projects, understanding legal jargon, financial obligations, whilst getting all our questions answered. Next, a participant's experience.
So far the tour is so fun. That's how I describe it. And so I've learned a lot, like in terms of the houses, the way they are, the location, and what is new in the market for me. As a buyer, I'm looking for comfort, some place where it's relaxing. I don't want the hustle and bustle of the town. And also, being a new person in the market, I'm looking for something that is pocket friendly. The bus tour informs me. It helps me, like information. Like if you don't know anything in the market, this actually helps you because you get to see more houses, different houses, what they offer in terms of the price, the amenities. So it's very informative for me.
The bus tour, we started very well, and we are very happy. It was an eye-opener. And for the apartments, we have found what we wanted. So actually, it was nice.
The bedroom is the place to relax and escape everyday life, and can be a soothing sanctuary when designed correctly. Next, ideas on how to turn a bedroom into a comfortable haven.
Here are nifty ways of making a statement in your bedroom space. Fabrics. Sometimes all you need is the right bit of fabric to make the magic happen in your space. Fabrics on headboards tend to add a subtle charm to your bed and also room. You can use them in different ways and styles. Cover wooden pallets with lush fabrics to create a unique design right on the back of the bed in the room. Chandeliers. These are not only for hallways, living spaces and dining areas, they can also be used in the bedroom too. They tend to add a cozy and sophisticated spin to your overall bedroom style. A chandelier's placement creates a functional and decorative element to your room. You can use a chandelier to draw attention to the centerpiece of your room by hanging it centered towards the bed. Wallpapers. Placing wallpapers in your bedroom space can be quite a tough decision to make since they tend to come off as bold patterns. There are, however, different types of wallpapers that you can use for your space depending on your choice of style. A jungle pattern brings out an exciting feature to your space and is definitely worth considering. The floral pattern adds beauty to your bedroom, making it bold, unique, and warm. Painting your room. When choosing to add color to your bedroom, it's important to note that there are some paint colors that are more relaxing and better suited for your sleeping area. Like the color blue, it creates a better mood and adds a sense of calmness, which helps one to have a better good night's sleep. Neutral colors such as gray gives the calm allure and helps one sleep faster in the night.
Picking the right color and decorating ideas always gives a house a spark. If you need help to spruce up your space, just give us a call. Our interior design partners are available to hold your hand. When it comes to properties available in this market, we haven't even scratched the surface. Our signature bus tour continues after the break. Don't touch that dial.
Own the night with the Stay Woke bundle from Telecom. Get 5 GB daily for 39 bob. Valid from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Dial *544#. Join Telecom, where every bob counts. Telecom, moving with you.
We are back. You're watching The Property Show. Telecom's strength is fast speed and coverage, and we can get connected from our neighborhoods.
Telecom has evolved over the years ever since we moved from Orange to Telecom, because Telecom has expanded its network and we've managed to have many customers on board because of our fantastic offers. Currently, we have all types of products. We have voice offers, data offers, postpaid offers, and also we have T-Cash. So on voice offers, we have the Niaje tariff, where customers subscribe and they can call for free, Telecom to Telecom, and when you're calling off-net networks, you're charged 2 shillings per minute, as opposed to the Tujuane tariff, where you are charged on-net calls 2 shillings and off-net calls 3 shillings. Then on the data packages, we have various data packages divided into various sections. We have the Freedom data bundles, we have the Home Plan bundles, and we have the normal bundles. So the Freedom data bundles are divided into the daily packages, weekly packages, and also monthly packages. And they range from as low as 9 shillings to 3,000 shillings. The next one is the Home Plan packages. These are mainly for those guys who have routers or the heavy users, or those who want to use internet mainly for home use. These ones, they range from the weekly packages and the monthly packages, from as low as 500 shillings to as high as 4,000 shillings, of which 4,000 is the unlimited package. And also in the Home Plan package, we have an offer of the 90-day bundle, which is 6,000 shillings, and you get 100 GB. On T-Cash, T-Cash is our money platform. It was launched recently, and right now T-Cash can allow you to send money, receive money, pay bills, buy airtime, buy bundles. And then the difference with T-Cash, as opposed to other service providers, ours, you're given an option of savings favorites, like 5 favorite billers, 5 favorite phone numbers that you normally send money to frequently, so that you can just click the favorite and you just send. It minimizes you the chances of sending money to a wrong person. Then also when you're withdrawing, you don't have agent numbers. When you withdraw, you're given a code. That's the code you give to the agent and they withdraw. So it also minimizes the chances of you withdrawing money to a different agent. This is TRM Shop. We opened in June, and we offer all services, all telecom services. We do registrations, we sell SIM cards, We do T-Cash registrations. We also sell the Telecom products. We sell also mobile phones. We are encouraging our customers, now that we have a shop, all those customers who live around Thika Road can come and visit us. Telecom basically targets everyone, from the data users to those guys who just concentrate on voice, to the corporate customers. We've targeted everyone. We have packages that can fit each and every person. So as long as you come to Telecom, you can't lack anything that fits you. Telecom is opening shops everywhere because we want to reach out to our customers. We want to be near our customers. We want to make it easier for them to meet us and to encourage them to always visit us, to make it easier for them so that they can also feel comfortable. Ever since we opened Telecom TRM shop, we've received positive feedback from customers. Actually, many customers have been wanting a shop at TRM. So most customers are happy that we are getting closer to them.
Telecom is moving, and you too can join in. Visit any of their outlets in your neighborhood and get connected. We're in the last lap of our Property Show signature bus tour, visiting projects along Kilimani and the Dagoretti Kikuyu Road. Next, Phin Heights Apartments.
Phin Heights Apartments. Located in Dagoretti off Kikuyu Road, this development comprises of 28 modern 2- and 3-bedroom apartment units. With their strategic location just 100 meters off Kikuyu Road, the apartments are easily accessible. There is also easy access to Nairobi CBD and Westlands using Naivasha Road and the airport using the Southern Bypass. Accommodation features include spacious lounge cum dining area, making it easy to operate in both areas without difficulties. Modern fitted kitchen with granite countertops, which are durable and also add a fine touch to the space. The pantry is adjoined to the kitchen to provide sufficient storage for foodstuffs and kitchen products. Common cloakroom for the guests and separate derby area where you can do your laundry with ease. The 2- and 3-bedrooms have inbuilt wardrobe closets which act as storage space, and the master bedroom ensuite, giving you a chance to relax in your own private space.
The next project is in Kilimani suburb, one of the most sought-after neighborhood, bustling with convenient amenities and easy access to the CBD as well as the Southern Bypass, Sherwood Apartments.
Situated approximately 4 kilometers off the Nairobi CBD, the upmarket area is an affluent neighborhood that includes Kilimani, Kileleshwa, and Lavington. The area has evolved over the years, hosting the most affluent neighborhoods of Nairobi City, prestigious schools, shopping malls, and several embassies. Located along Riara Close off Riara Road are the modern Sherwood Apartments. This development consists of 72 executive apartments, 37 3-bedroom apartments with a plinth area of 2,280 square feet, 27 three-bedroom apartments inclusive of a master balcony with a plinth area of 2,334 square feet, and 8 four-bedroom executive duplex apartments with a plinth area of 3,818 square feet. Accommodation features include spacious lounge with premium fittings and quality finishes. High windows frame the balcony area, which has been well laid out with anti-skid ceramic tiles. Separate dining area, a kitchen area with high-quality cabinets sufficient for storage, accompanied with a pantry that can be used to stock up your kitchen supplies. Spacious Dobie area, 3 bedrooms all-en-suite with medium-density fiberboard cabinets with laminated interiors spacious enough for storage purposes. The floors are fitted with vitrified tiles.
Our final stop, Vauclair Place Apartments.
Vauclair Place Apartments is located off Siaya Road, Kileleshwa. These apartments consist of 3-bedroom units with a plinth area of 225 square meters and 2-bedroom units of 160 square meters. This development has fine finishes, high ceilings, large aluminium framed windows and bamboo flooring in the living areas. Accommodation features include spacious lounge fitted with high ceilings, which you can opt to accompany with chandeliers to add a lovely touch to your living space, which connects to the spacious balcony. Spacious dining area which leads to the well-designed modern kitchen, fully fitted with granite countertops and inclusive of a cooker, oven, microwave, dishwasher and double-door fridge. The pantry is well layered with shelves. A large Dobie is spacious enough for laundry. All ensuite bedrooms fitted with spacious wardrobes, and the master bedroom has a massage bathtub. Ensuite DSQ has an optional separate entrance allowing privacy.
Next, insights from our legal team.
It's very important to engage a lawyer when buying property for various reasons. One, the lawyer conducts due diligence. He'll visit the lands registry to confirm that the developer is actually the registered owner of the property. Secondly, the lawyer will visit the company's registry if it's a company to establish that the developer is a registered company and also establish the shareholding, because the shareholders are the ones who will sign the documents. Once you engage a lawyer, he'll conduct the due diligence, as I've already said. Then after that, the parties will begin the negotiations. After they have agreed on the terms and the conditions, the developer will now start drafting the agreement for sale, which he will forward to the purchaser's advocate to review the same and give his comments. After the parties have agreed, then they will proceed to engross the same for execution by the parties. Before execution, the purchaser is supposed to pay a deposit, and this will be agreed between the parties. Then after execution by both parties, the purchaser has to pay stamp duty. If it's a financed purchase, the financial advocate will issue an undertaking to the vendor's advocate, guaranteeing that they'll pay the balance of the purchase price after the registration of the lease in favor of the purchaser and the charge in favor of the financier. And this registration takes place simultaneously. In between the preparation of the lease, the vendor now embarks on obtaining the completion documents. And in this case, they'll include the rates clearance certificate, the land rent clearance certificate, the consent to lease, and if it's a financed purchase, you'll also need to obtain consent to charge from the National Land Commission. And the stamp duty on the charge is usually 0.1% of the amount being advanced. and on the lease it's usually 4%. Yes, so once that is done, then both parties have signed the lease has to be registered at the lands registry. And if it's a finance purchase, the interest of the bank has also to be taken into account. And in doing this, the charge is registered simultaneously. So immediately the lease is registered, the charge is also registered in favor of the bank.
Here at the Property Show, we host corporate talks to demystify real estate investments as well as financial trends in the current market. This week, together with our partners NIC Bank, we had a conversation with the TSC team.
Can we all be challenged to ask ourselves how we can move from being employees to being investor, where your money works for you, where you're not just working for money, but your money works for you? I want us to look at this slide very fast. Very simple questions that I want you to think about. The very first question: can you stop working for money today? I think this is a very tough question, so answer yourself just in your heart. The second question: when do you think you'll be able to stop working for money? So that all we are saying is, you come to work at TSC because you love your job. But if anything happens to your job, you are okay. You can be able to continue with your life. And the third question: do you generate enough passive income to sustain your current lifestyle? I know for most of us, particularly my generation, there's a lot of pressure. Quite a bit of pressure to live up to a certain standard. For those of us who are brought up by civil servants, like now for me, my parents used to work for the government. They worked as nurses for a long time. When we went to the private sector, we are always challenged that you need to live a certain standard. You need to, you can't have studied a whole degree and you are just living in a certain estate. You need to live in a certain other estate. Are we together? And so you realize, whichever lifestyle you are currently having, if your job is cut, would you be able to still continue living in the same estate you are living in? And if so, for how long? If your job is cut today, would you continue be able to take your children to the schools you are taking them to? If your job is cut today. If your job is cut today, will you be able to walk into Nairobi Hospital? The way we normally walk with our, with our card and just swipe it and you see the doctor and we are treated and we are sorted? Or will we go all of us to tutakutana Kenyatta casualty? Tukisukumana huko na wengine? And that's the challenge that I want us to ask ourselves this morning. That can you stop working for money? And how much of the money that you've been earning so far, up to where you are now, is working for you?
A few years ago, when I was still young, a friend of mine took me to see property. I think she was property minded, I was not. But she put me in her car and she told me, come, let me show you where you can buy land. So I actually went with her to what we know now as Syokimau. And we went there and it was all rock. Actually, even to drive through that Syokimau was difficult. But I think my friend had a lot of wisdom. So we bought land and she processed these documents. I was quiet. I did not share with my spouse what I had done because I knew the kind of person he was. So I was silent. Then one day she asked me, umeambia mzee? Because eventually when you'll want to come and live here, he might have issues. So I thought, let me be a good wife. I was a young wife. So I went and told him, hey, we went. You went where? Syokimau. Syoki what? That was what he told me, Syoki what? Then I said another place called Syokimau. And then he made such a big deal of it. He told me in the rocks. You want to go and live in the rocks? Which year? In which century? He reacted so badly. So what did I do? I was a young wife. I went and told my friend, hey, Mimi, my husband doesn't like this, so I'm not going to go that direction. You know what she did? She quickly told me, let me have your title deeds. Then now I'll pay you pole pole. I knew nothing. So I told her, okay, you can have it. Do you know, many years down the line now, my friend is a multi-millionaire.
Topic on change your financial future by investing in real estate, and the key highlights were property is generally a win-win investment choice, and it comes with multiple benefits and the ability to generate wealth in a sustainable way. Secondly, it's important to have knowledge of the market as well as the broader outlook of areas one is looking to invest in before making a decision. Finally, always remember, real estate is a long-term investment and there is no better time than the present. Invest today. Are you a corporate organization and would like to understand the dynamic real estate sector, opportunities available, as well as financial trends in the current market? Just call us and we'll be happy to engage. On our home ownership segment, we caught up with Violet on her success story from buying land, picking the professional team, building, challenges experienced along the way, and her newfound love of interior decor. Let's see how this inspiring story unfolded. Thank you so much for having us in your home.
Karibu Nancy.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Violet, I know you and I have known each other for many years.
Yes,
and
we have.
This is a home we've talked about so many times, over and over and over. How did you begin the journey?
I started the journey by purchasing a plot. When I bought the plot, those days, interest rates had just gone up for loans, and where I was working, my employer couldn't be able to give me a facility that would have enabled me buy a ready-made house. And since I really wanted to have a place for my children, I decided to just go and buy a plot and start construction.
How did you find this plot?
It was sold by somebody I had known from before, and they had bought it earlier. So when they told me they had a place to buy, I didn't even know that this place existed. So when they brought me here, it was just a vast land. There were no houses. But anyway, I just decided I wanted to have a piece of land.
So did you borrow money to buy the land?
Yes, I did, but part of it was from my savings, and then I added so that I could be able to purchase the property.
How long did it take to start building after you bought the land?
I took about 4 years, because what I did was I had to reduce the loan first, and I also had to put also some money on the side so that at least part of my savings would go into the construction. Fortunately, I had an architect who was also my landlord, and so we sat down with him. But what I did is I shared my dream and he put it on paper. So whatever you see today is basically what I had envisaged and what I had dreamt about a home. I just did not pick it from what he had drawn.
I can see your style is very different.
Yes.
And I know it's straight from your heart because you also love interior design.
Yes.
How long did it take to perfect the drawing?
Because we had already talked about it, I think within a month we were done.
Wow.
Yes.
And how did you pick the other team?
Honestly, when I was starting, I didn't know about the other professionals. Now I am aware about the professionals that work on a house, but then I trusted him to bring me the professionals.
Isn't it amazing? We all think we know how to build, we all know how to pick a home.
Yes.
Yet when you start, you don't know the nitty-gritties.
Yes, that's true, Nancy. And one of the things that shocked me, especially when it comes to costings, you always think that you know, but then you realize that you are clueless. on what happens. For example, when it comes to digging the foundation, you think that they are going too much and they are putting too much underground, but then you realize that is what forms a house. So one of the challenges that I find, and even now as I interact with people, is that people think they know how to do construction, but it's really a walk through a maze. Until you have to walk through with the professionals, they have to guide you. And they have to be the ones that tell you this is wrong, this is right. Unless you're qualified, you cannot be able to do it on your own.
So how long did it take after you broke ground to your finish line?
For me, it was long because immediately I broke ground, I was transferred from Nairobi to Mombasa. So what I did is I would leave people working and I would come every weekend to come and see what was happening. So it was very hectic. But it took me about 6 months to be able to do the shell roof and everything. Then after that, because I was living in Mombasa, I realized I couldn't do the finishes when I was in Mombasa. Now, when I came back and switched jobs, that's when I came and finished the house.
I know that having people build your home, especially if you're not able to supervise it all the time, there are so many challenges. What were your main key challenges?
My key challenges were the fact that, one, you keep on buying materials and you're being told, oh, this is needed, oh, this is needed, but you really don't know how those materials are being utilized because you're not there on the ground. The other thing was the fact that I was far away. I found that, for example, you send somebody to go and buy some locks and they do not appear because somebody embezzles the money and goes away with it. I remember I had a plumber who came and did the work and we had to redo it because he did a bad job. And plumbing is key in the house. I would urge anyone who is thinking of construction to think about getting somebody to do it right the first time, because it's costly. The other one that is very costly is electrical works. If you get them wrong, then you keep on having to redo it again and it's an expensive process.
Thank you for staying tuned. That's it from our just concluded signature bus tour edition. Our take-home lessons are: physical site visits are a must before making any property transaction. Due diligence plays an integral role in making the transaction a success. And lastly, ask all your pressing questions your gut feeling wants to know. Our next bus tour is around the corner. We'll be unpacking affordable housing exclusively with Banda Homes. Book your seat today. We explore million-dollar homes designed for the highest of the luxury market. And it might surprise you, these units sell out during the construction period. Thank you once again and keep your questions coming. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.